Hello, mathematicians. Today, we're going to be working on solving multi-step story problems involving all four operations. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And we're going to start out that work with a problem string that focuses on multiplication strategies. Now, we've been doing a lot of kind of over or under strategies. Today, I'm going to focus on a strategy that uses a ratio table. And when I'm doing a ratio table, I'm always thinking of groups of something. So I can see in this problem, there are all 27s in all three of these problems. And I'm doing groups of 27. So this is 2 groups of 27, 4 groups of 27, and 8 groups of 27. So how I record a ratio table is I first think about how much is one group? How much is in one group? And I know that we're doing groups of 27. So one group would be 27. So then my first problem is asking me, what would 2 groups be then? Well, I could do 2 times 27, or I could simply do 27 plus 27, which I know 20 plus 20 is 40. 7 plus 7 is 14. So 40 plus 14 is 54. And right there, I have my answer for my first problem. So ratio table is really helpful for when I can kind of keep going now. So if I know that 2 groups is 54, what if I had another 2 groups and now I have 4 groups? Well, if 2 groups is 54, then these 2 groups are also 54. So 54 plus 54, I know 50 plus 50 is 100, and I know 4 plus 4 is 8. So that is 108. So that right there is my answer to my next problem. Now for 8 groups, again, I already know that 4 is 108. And I know another 4, these 4 are also 108 then. So I can simply add those together, 108 and 108. So I know 100 plus 100 is 200. I know 8 plus 8 is 16. So 216. Now again, there's a lot of ways that you could have solved these problems, but I just thought a ratio table would be pretty helpful, seeing that they were doubling and they were all 27. You are going to go in and complete the problem string, and you'll notice that I'm continuing on with groups of 27. So think about how you could do that. The other activity that you are doing today is those story problems I told you about. So Brad is taking an inventory, or he's adding up how many baseballs he has so he can decide how he's going to sell them, how much he's going to sell them for. You're going to solve one of the page's problems and write an expression or equation to represent those problems. Here's what I mean by that. You can see over here, there are actually 8 pages. Don't worry, you're not doing all of those. So your task is to choose one of the slides to solve. There's about 3 problems on each slide. Solve the problems on that slide or page. Make sure to show your work using words, numbers, or sketches. And then there's also a challenge problem for those of you who want to have a challenge. So you can see here that there's always kind of a base problem, and then there are a couple sub-problems. So if you decide to do this one, you will be solving all of these problems, and you'll be showing your work right here. Or you might choose to do this page, or you might choose to do this page, or you might choose to do this one, or this one is our challenge. One last thing I wanted to show you before I get cut off is that you have 2 tools to help you with solving these problems. This link will take you to some base 10 pieces you could use. And this link is going to take you to a partial products one. And I think that might be one a lot of you use. And you just move these to make your problems.